Hello, fellas and ladies. It's time to review Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty, Season 1. I'm very happy to say Season 1 because it's getting a second season, and I'm happy about that. That's a hint at how much I love this show. Winning Time is about the basketball team, the Lakers, during the Showtime era. This show basically mainly focuses on the owner, Jerry Buss, played by John C. Reilly, and Magic Johnson, played by Quincy Isaiah. And it's basically the personal and professional lives of the people involved in the Showtime Lakers and its rise, as the title suggests. And let me tell you something. I am not a fan of basketball at all. I don't care. I am one of those little bitches who just I don't care about live sports. They don't interest me. I'm like, I don't know anyone on this team. Like, I have buddies that watch hockey all the time, and they're like, they like throw shit when their team loses. I'm just like, I just don't have the same level of care. And also, I'm a big fat boy. I'm not athletic at all. So I'm bad at sports. But Winning Time just enthralled me. I was just so engaged from start. Okay, that's a lie. For the vast majority of Winning Time, I saw the first episode in a theater too. I got invited to a little event for the first episode, and I was able to see it on a big screen. And immediately I was like, "Oh, I'm in! This is funny. This is super interesting, and all that." Admittedly, the next couple episodes, like 2 and 3, it took a little bit. Like it really took its time, which is perfectly fine. But in this case, it didn't really grab me in the same way the first and then the subsequent episodes did. Like I think like they don't even start playing basketball until like the fourth or fifth. I don't remember. And it's mainly just like Magic Johnson isn't even living in LA until like episode 4. It's like, well, hurry up. But once it got going, once they like finally got to the basketball era and also like the whole Pat Riley, Paul Westhead, Jack McKinley stuff, that's when I was so captivated. And not just by how they rose and became the Showtime Lakers, but also just the personal aspects of the show. Like the stuff with John C. Reilly and his mother, played by Sally Field, is really cool. Is really, really good. Now, this show is produced by Adam McKay, and he directed the pilot. So the style is, pretty Adam McKay-ish. And I understand that can be a turnoff for some people. To me, it is not. So I thought the style really, really worked, even in the small moments. It made the show very entertaining and poppy. I love the way it's shot. It's like all shot in like grainy Super 8 footage. And you'd think that get annoying, but it actually created such a very interesting identity with the show. And also that like 80s, 70s feel. It was really well done. Now, I want to talk about the Ensemble, because this is one of the best television ensembles in a while, man. This ensemble is fucking choice, a phrase that I don't know if I just came up with now. It sounds familiar, but also I don't know if it's real. But it's choice. The ensemble is choice. Amazing ensemble. The standouts for a lot of people are going to be John C. Reilly and Quincy Isaiah, which adds up. John C. Reilly as Jerry Buss is very, very good. He's both sleazy, but also very human. It's not sleazy to the point of like, oh, fuck this dude, he's annoying. But yeah, John C. Reilly gets to do his thing. And I'll be honest, Will Ferrell was supposed to be in this role. That would not have worked. I just do not think it would have worked the same if it was Will Ferrell. And Quincy Isaiah is obviously an incredible Magic Johnson, not because they look very similar from that time period, but also Quincy just had like this very likable energy to him, and the emotional moments just stuck really well with him. But to me, the standouts of this show, for most people, will be John C. Reilly and Quincy Isaiah, which is totally understandable. They're both excellent. But to me, the standouts of the show were Jason Siegel, Adrian Brody, and Hadley Robinson. I'll start with Hadley Robinson. Hadley Robinson initially was like, she was just kind of there. And she plays Jerry Buss's daughter, Jeannie. And initially, she was just kind of there. But like, I've seen her journey now of being like this underutilized aspect. And I know she now runs the Lakers. But like, I just loved her journey, and she progressively became one of my favorite performances of the whole show. But then there's Adrian Brody and Jason Siegel. Adrian Brody plays Pat Riley, who even as a non-basketball fan, even I know who that is. I know some things. And Jason Siegel plays Paul Westhead. I love their dynamic as the two coaches. I love their storyline. They were very engaging. They're like, after, I don't spoil it for those who don't know the real story, but like something happens to the other coach, and they have to like kind of step up, and it's like, we know what we're doing, we can do this, and it can be ruined. And I love that. And man, I forgot how good of an actor Jason Siegel is. Like, I know he's a great comedic actor, but like, he really gets to flex his dramatic chops here. And I thought he was excellent. Adrian Brody, I thought he was very good. I think he's going to have a much more prominent role going forward because I know Pat Riley's a huge figure in the basketball world, especially to the Lakers. But yeah, everyone in this cast crushed it. Solomon Hughes was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a fucking amazing. Even the smaller roles, like Julianne Nicholson has a really great moment as Jack McKinley's wife. Tracy Letts as Jack McKinley, he was really good. Wood Harris as Spencer Haywood, it's amazing performance. Everyone in this ensemble gives 120%. Jason Clarke as Jerry West, amazing performance. Like everyone just gives an outstanding performance. This is one of my favorite television ensembles in a very long time. And I love the after party. I love Abbott Elementary. Winning time over those. Now, in terms of Emmys, in my last Emmy prediction video, I put that in my 8. Things have changed since then. I have realized, Yellowstone is the shit. My bad. And initially I was like, it probably won't get series. But recently it had a ratings jump in the finale, and my optimism grew again. If Stranger Things, the new season, is just kind of shit, I might put Winning Time back in, that or Yellow Jackets. I like its odds. I think the ratings boost will get it something. You know what I mean? Although I will say, I've told my friends, I've told everyone, there's nothing you can do about it. I'm predicting an actor in this show. If it was up to me, I would probably go with like Jason Siegel, or Hadley Robinson. But I'm also recognizing that the only like realistic ones are Quincy Isaiah and John C. Reilly. But they both could get in. I think lead actor might be a little too competitive for John C. Reilly. But supporting, there's a wide open slot. Quincy can nab that in a heartbeat, and I think at least. And if the show is embraced, I could see it getting a directing nod from McKay, or a writing nod. I hope it better get a fucking casting nod. If there's 6 slots, I think it actually will get a casting nod. But if there's 5 slots, I might be, I'll be pissing and shitting and barfing and peeing again. Winning Time. You know what? I'm not a basketball fan, not even a little bit. Absolutely loved Winning Time. I was watching it every single week, and I just wanted more. Super entertaining. It got me to care about sports, like Ted Lasso. Like, I didn't care about the sports in Ted Lasso. I just cared about the characters because I love Ted Lasso, by the way. Winning Time, it made me care about basketball, which is something I never thought would happen. And Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty, amazing show. I highly recommend it. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Excellent show. I recommend it to everybody. All right, that is everything. Like and subscribe, or else I'm gonna basketball you. That's a threat I just came up with now. What does basketballing you mean? Trust me, you don't want to know.